Love is often spoken through actions far more powerfully than words. While some men find it easy to express their feelings directly, many struggle to say the simple words, "I like you" or "I'm falling for you." Instead, they reveal their emotions in subtle, quiet ways, through gestures, behaviors, and the little things they do without even realizing it. These silent expressions can speak louder than any declaration, but only if you know how to recognize them. When a man is truly crazy about you, it shows in the way he looks at you, how he listens to you, and even how he prioritizes your happiness over his own. He might never openly admit how much he feels, especially in the early stages of a relationship, but his actions will always betray the truth. From making time for you despite his busy schedule, to remembering the tiniest details you once mentioned, these are the signs that prove his heart is deeply invested. The beauty of these subtle signals is that they are authentic. Words can sometimes be empty, but actions rarely lie. A man who consistently shows up for you, pays attention to your needs, and includes you in his future plans is silently shouting his feelings, even if he never puts them into words. Recognizing these gestures not only helps you understand his true emotions, but also allows you to appreciate the depth of his affection in ways that go beyond traditional romance. Think about it. Love isn't always about dramatic declarations or grand displays. Often, it's found in the quiet moments, the way he holds your hand a little longer, the way he mirrors your smile, or the way he makes sure you feel safe without even being asked. These moments, though small, are the building blocks of real, lasting connection. In this guide, we'll explore 15 subtle ways a man shows he's crazy about you. Each sign reflects the little things men do when their feelings run deep, even if they haven't found the courage or the right moment to confess it out loud. By the end, you'll not only know how to spot these signals, but also understand the depth of what they really mean. So, if you've ever wondered whether his quiet actions are hiding something bigger, or if his behavior toward you goes beyond simple friendship, keep reading. Love has its own language, and sometimes the most powerful expressions are the ones spoken without a single word. 1. He can't stop looking at you. One of the most telling signs that a man is crazy about you is the way his eyes constantly find their way back to you. Eye contact is one of the strongest nonverbal indicators of attraction, and when a man can't stop looking at you, it usually means you've captured his attention in a way that no one else has. You may notice that even in a crowded room, his gaze seems to seek you out. When you speak, he listens with his eyes as much as with his ears, often holding your gaze longer than what would normally be considered casual. This lingering look isn't just about admiration, it's about connection. He's silently telling you that you matter, that he's fully present, and that he wants you to feel seen. Sometimes, it's not even about direct eye contact. You might catch him stealing glances when he thinks you're not looking. These quick looks are powerful because they reveal his genuine curiosity and desire to be close to you. He's drawn to you without even realizing it, and his eyes betray feelings he might not yet be ready to put into words. What makes this behavior so meaningful is that it goes beyond simple physical attraction. When a man truly likes you, his gaze carries warmth, admiration, and even a sense of protectiveness. He isn't just looking at you, he's looking into you, noticing your expressions, your moods, and your reactions. In relationships, this kind of attention is priceless. It shows he's not distracted, not elsewhere, but fully invested in the moment with you. So, when you catch him staring or holding eye contact longer than usual, don't dismiss it. Chances are, it's his subtle yet undeniable way of saying, "I'm crazy about you." 2. He remembers the smallest details about you. When a man is truly crazy about you, he pays attention to the little things that most people overlook. It's not just about remembering your birthday or your favorite color. It's about noticing the subtle details that make you who you are. Maybe he recalls the way you like your coffee, the song you mentioned once that brings back childhood memories, or even the story you told about your first day at school. These small details may seem insignificant to others, but to him, they matter deeply because you matter. This kind of attentiveness shows that he's not just hearing your words, he's actively listening and holding on to them. Every small piece of information becomes a thread he uses to connect with you on a deeper level. It means that when you talk, he values your thoughts enough to store them in his memory. It's his way of saying, I care about everything that makes you, you. You might notice that he surprises you with thoughtful gestures based on these little details. For example, he may bring you your favorite snack after a long day, or reference a random story you told weeks ago. These actions demonstrate that he's genuinely invested and wants to make you feel special. What makes this so powerful is that remembering small details is effortless when feelings are real. He doesn't need to force it, because you naturally stand out in his mind. Unlike casual connections where things are easily forgotten, he cherishes even the tiniest things about you. So, when a man recalls something you mentioned only once, understand that it's not accidental. It's a quiet but strong signal that is paying attention, valuing your words, and showing his affection in one of the most sincere ways possible. 3. He always finds excuses to be near you. When a man is crazy about you, one of the clearest signs is how he always manages to be around you, even when there's no real reason for it. It's not a coincidence, it's intentional. He simply enjoys your presence and looks for every opportunity to be close, whether physically or emotionally. You might notice that he suddenly shows up in places where you're likely to be, or that he lingers longer than necessary when you're together. Maybe he volunteers to help you with something small, like carrying your bag, fixing something, or even just walking you to your car. These may seem like minor gestures, but they're his way of creating moments with you. He doesn't want to miss any chance to spend time by your side. Often, these excuses are subtle. He might ask questions he already knows the answer to, just to start a conversation. Or he may invent little reasons to text, call, or drop by, because being near you makes him feel happy and connected. This behavior reveals that your presence isn't just something he enjoys, it's something he craves. What makes this so meaningful is that proximity builds intimacy. By being close, he gets to observe you, share your energy, and strengthen the bond he feels. Even when he's silent, his actions speak loudly. Being near you is enough. This constant desire to stay close is a powerful sign of affection. It shows he's not indifferent, but deeply interested. When a man goes out of his way, again and again, to be near you without admitting it directly, he's silently telling you, I feel alive when I'm around you. 4. He prioritizes your happiness over his own. One of the most powerful signs that a man is truly crazy about you is when your happiness becomes more important to him than his own. This doesn't mean he ignores his needs entirely, but rather that he finds genuine joy in seeing you smile, feel safe, and be at peace. Your emotions matter deeply to him, and he will go out of his way to make sure you feel cared for and valued. You might notice this when he makes small sacrifices just to bring you comfort. For example, he may choose a restaurant you like over his own favorite, or rearrange his busy schedule just so he can spend time with you. He might even let go of something he wanted simply because he knows it will make your day better. To him, your happiness isn't an afterthought, it's a priority. This behavior reflects not just affection, but also emotional maturity. A man who values your happiness shows that is not self-centered in a relationship. He understands that love is about giving, supporting, and sometimes putting another person's needs ahead of his own. He doesn't see it as a burden but as something natural, because caring for you brings him fulfillment. At times, you'll notice that he pays close attention to your mood. If you're upset, he'll do whatever he can to lift your spirits, even if it means being silly, patient, or simply listening quietly. When you're happy, he feels a sense of victory, as though your joy is also his. When a man consistently places your happiness above his, it's more than kindness. It's his heart showing where you truly stand in his life. Without words, he's telling you, your smile means everything to me. 5. He gets jealous but tries to hide it. A subtle yet undeniable sign that a man is crazy about you is the way he reacts when someone else has your attention. Even if he doesn't openly admit it, you may notice small flashes of jealousy when other people get too close to you, compliment you, or take up more of your time than he would like. The interesting part is that he often won't express this jealousy directly. Instead, he tries to hide it because he doesn't want to appear insecure or controlling. Still, his feelings slip through in little ways. Maybe his tone changes slightly when you mention another man, or he suddenly goes quiet when you're giving someone else attention. He might even ask casual questions about your friends, pretending it's light conversation, when in reality he's trying to understand his place in your life. This hidden jealousy is not about mistrust. It's about how much he values you. The thought of losing your attention, even for a moment, makes him uneasy. Deep down, he wants to be the person who makes you happiest, and the idea of someone else stepping into that role can sting. What makes it subtle is that he often masks it with humor, sarcasm, or silence. He may never say, "I'm jealous," but his body language and energy will give him away. A sudden change in mood, protective behavior, or even an extra effort to win back your attention can all be clues. When a man gets jealous yet tries to hide it, it reveals two things: his deep feelings for you and his respect for your independence. It's his quiet way of saying, "You mean so much to me, I just don't want to lose you." 6. He surprises you with little thoughtful gestures. When a man is crazy about you, he doesn't wait for grand occasions to show how much he cares. Instead, he expresses his feelings through small, thoughtful gestures that come straight from the heart. These gestures may seem simple on the surface, but they carry a deep message. "I'm thinking about you, even when you're not around." It could be something as small as bringing you your favorite snack after a long day, sending you a good morning text before you wake up, or leaving a sweet note to make you smile. Sometimes, it's offering his jacket when you're cold, remembering to charge your phone when you forget, or planning a small surprise that only the two of you would understand. The beauty of these gestures lies in their thoughtfulness. They show he pays attention to your needs, moods, and preferences. Unlike big, dramatic expressions of love, these little surprises happen naturally and frequently. He isn't trying to impress you. He's trying to make you feel cared for in everyday life. This kind of consistency reveals that you're always on his mind. Even when he's busy, he takes the time to do something that makes your day easier or brighter. These small acts are powerful because they build emotional intimacy. They prove that he notices the little things that make you happy and goes out of his way to deliver them. It's his silent way of saying, "I want to be the reason you smile today." So, when a man surprises you with thoughtful gestures, big or small, it's not random. It's a clear sign that his feelings are genuine, deep, and steady. He's showing you that love isn't just about words. It's about actions that speak louder than anything he could say. 7. He wants to share everything with you first. When a man is truly crazy about you, you become the first person he thinks of whenever something important, or even small, happens in his life. Whether it's good news, bad news, or just something funny he came across, he feels the urge to share it with you before anyone else. This isn't just about communication. It's about emotional closeness and trust. You'll notice that he sends you a message right away after achieving something at work, hearing exciting news, or even when he sees a meme that reminds him of you. If he's having a hard day, he reaches out to you for comfort because your opinion and support mean the most to him. To him, you're not just another person in his life. You're his safe place and his number one confidant. This desire to share first shows that he values your role in his world. It means your reactions matter more than anyone else's. He wants your approval, your laughter, and your comfort above all. Even when he doesn't need advice, he simply wants you to know what's happening because it feels incomplete until he's told you. What makes this so special is that it reflects true emotional investment. Sharing experiences, no matter how small, strengthens the bond between two people. It creates a sense of us rather than me. He's not just living his life alone. He wants you woven into every part of it. So, when a man consistently chooses you as the first person he shares his world with, recognize it as one of the strongest signs of affection. It's his unspoken way of saying, "You're the most important person in my life, and I want you to be part of everything I go through." 8. He protects you without being asked. One of the clearest signs a man is truly crazy about you is the way he instinctively protects you, even without you asking for it. This protective nature doesn't mean he sees you as weak. It means he cares so deeply about your well-being that looking out for you becomes second nature. You might notice it in small, everyday situations. He walks on the side of the sidewalk closer to the traffic, holds your hand in a crowded place so you don't get separated, or checks in to make sure you got home safely. When you're not feeling well, he may step in to take care of you, whether by bringing medicine, cooking something simple, or just making sure you're comfortable. These gestures may seem ordinary, but they reflect his deep desire to keep you safe and happy. It's not just about physical safety, either. He also protects you emotionally. If someone upsets you, he listens, comforts you, and sometimes even steps in to defend you. He respects your boundaries, shields you from unnecessary stress when he can, and encourages you when life feels overwhelming. This type of emotional protection shows that he doesn't just want to be in your life. He wants to be your anchor when things get tough. What makes this behavior so meaningful is that it's done quietly, without needing recognition. He doesn't protect you for attention or praise. He does it because your safety and peace of mind matter to him. It's a genuine reflection of love, care, and commitment. So, when a man protects you without being asked, see it for what it truly is. His way of saying, I love you enough to put your well-being above everything else, even without words. 9. He values your opinions deeply. When a man is truly crazy about you, your thoughts and opinions matter more to him than anyone else's. It's not just about casual conversation. He genuinely seeks your perspective because he respects your mind, your judgment, and the way you see the world. To him, your voice carries weight, and he wants it to guide him in the choices he makes. You'll notice this when he asks for your advice before making decisions, whether big or small. It could be something simple like what shirt to wear, or something significant like a career move or financial step. The fact that he turns to you shows that he values your input not out of obligation, but because he believes your insight makes a difference. This kind of respect goes deeper than admiration. It's about partnership. He doesn't just want you to be in his life. He wants you to be part of his decision-making process. Your thoughts influence him because he sees you as someone wise, trustworthy, and important. Even when he doesn't completely agree, he listens attentively, considers your perspective, and appreciates the honesty you bring. Valuing your opinions also means he doesn't dismiss your feelings or ideas. Instead, he makes space for them, even when they challenge him. This shows he's not only attracted to you emotionally or physically, but also intellectually. He wants to grow with you, learn from you, and build a relationship where your voice matters as much as his. When a man deeply values your opinions, it's one of the strongest signs of respect and love. It's his way of saying, your thoughts shape my world, and I can't imagine making important choices without you by my side. 10. He mirrors your actions and words. A fascinating sign that a man is crazy about you is when he subconsciously begins to mirror your actions, gestures, and even your words. This isn't something he does on purpose. It's a natural psychological response called mirroring, and it happens when someone feels a strong connection with another person. It shows that he's not only paying attention to you, but also aligning himself with your energy. You may notice that he picks up on your phrases and starts using them in conversations. Maybe he adopts your favorite expressions, or his texting style begins to resemble yours. Sometimes, it's in his body language. If you cross your legs, he might do the same without realizing it. If you laugh or smile, he mirrors it almost instantly, as though your emotions are contagious to him. This behavior happens because he's deeply tuned into you. By mirroring, he's unconsciously trying to build rapport and strengthen the bond between you. It's his way of saying, without words, I feel close to you, and I want to be in sync with you. What makes this so special is that it's not forced. People only mirror those they genuinely admire, respect, or feel attracted to. If he's doing it with you, it's a strong sign that he feels connected on a deeper level. Over time, mirroring creates a sense of harmony and comfort between two people. It makes interactions smoother and strengthens the emotional link without either of you even realizing it. So, when you catch him copying your little habits, don't dismiss it as coincidence. It's a subtle but powerful clue that is fully engaged, emotionally invested, and quietly telling you, I'm crazy about you. 11. He goes out of his way to make time for you. One of the strongest signs a man is truly crazy about you is the way he prioritizes spending time with you, no matter how busy or tired he might be. Life can get hectic with work, responsibilities, and personal commitments, but when you matter deeply to him, he finds ways to carve out time just for you. You'll notice that he doesn't give excuses like "I'm too busy" or "I don't have time." Instead, he adjusts his schedule, rearranges plans, or even sacrifices other activities to be with you. Whether it's meeting you for a quick coffee, calling you during a lunch break, or driving across town just to see you for a short while, he makes the effort because your presence means more to him than convenience. This behavior goes beyond physical time together. He also makes himself emotionally available. Even after a long day, he'll text or call to check on you, listen to how your day went, or simply remind you that you're on his mind. It's not about having hours of free time. It's about making sure you feel valued, no matter how small the moment. What makes this so meaningful is that time is the most precious thing we can give. Unlike gifts or compliments, time can't be replaced or bought back. When he goes out of his way to make time for you, it shows that you're a top priority in his life. So, when you notice that he consistently chooses to be with you, even when it's inconvenient, recognize it as one of the clearest signs of genuine affection. It's his unspoken way of saying, no matter how busy life gets, you'll always come first to me. 12. He gets nervous when you're around. A clear sign that a man is crazy about you is the way his behavior changes when you're near. Even if he's usually confident and relaxed, he may suddenly seem nervous around you. This nervousness isn't a weakness. It's a reflection of how much he cares about the impression he makes and how deeply he values your presence. You might notice small signs. He fidgets with his hands, adjusts his clothes, or struggles to find the right words. Sometimes, he talks too fast, stumbles over sentences, or laughs at things that aren't even funny. Other times, he may go quiet, simply because he doesn't want to say the wrong thing. All of these subtle behaviors reveal that your presence affects him more than anyone else's. This nervous energy comes from a place of admiration and attraction. He wants to appear at his best for you, which creates pressure he doesn't feel around others. It's not that he lacks confidence, it's that you matter to him so much that he becomes extra conscious of how he looks, sounds, and acts. Interestingly, his nervousness often fades as he grows more comfortable with you. Over time, it turns into ease and natural closeness. But even then, small moments of nervous energy may return, especially when he's about to express something meaningful or vulnerable. What makes this so genuine is that he isn't pretending. Nervous reactions can't be faked. They come from the heart. So, when you notice him acting a little uneasy, don't mistake it for disinterest. In fact, it's the opposite. It's a silent way of saying, you mean so much to me that I can't help but feel nervous in your presence. 13. He shows genuine interest in your world. When a man is truly crazy about you, he doesn't just focus on himself, he becomes deeply interested in your world, too. He wants to know about the things that make you who you are, your passions, your struggles, your dreams, and even the small routines that shape your day. This curiosity is not fake or forced. It comes naturally because he cares about everything connected to you. You'll notice he asks thoughtful questions about your life. He remembers your hobbies, your favorite shows, your family dynamics, and even the little details you mention in passing. If you talk about a project at work, he'll follow up to ask how it went. If you mention a childhood memory, he'll want to hear the full story. His attention to your world shows that he's not just interested in the surface version of you. He wants to understand you on a deeper level. This genuine interest also shows in his actions. He may support your goals, encourage your dreams, or even try to take part in things you love, just to connect with you better. For example, if you enjoy a certain type of music, he might start listening to it. If you're passionate about a cause, he may research it to show support. What makes this so meaningful is that it reflects emotional investment. He doesn't just want you to fit into his life. He wants to step into yours. By showing interest in your world, he's proving that your happiness, passions, and experiences are just as important to him as his own. So, when a man consistently wants to learn more about your life, it's his way of saying, I care about all of you, not just the parts you show the world, but everything that makes you who you are. 14. He constantly compliments you in subtle ways. When a man is crazy about you, his admiration often slips out through small, subtle compliments. He doesn't always shower you with over-the-top flattery, but he finds meaningful, genuine ways to remind you how special you are. These compliments may not always be loud or dramatic, but they are heartfelt, and they reveal how closely he notices the details about you. You may hear him say things like, "You always know how to make people laugh," "Oh, I love the way you think." Sometimes, his compliments aren't even about your looks. They're about your intelligence, kindness, creativity, or the unique quirks that make you who you are. This shows that he sees beyond the surface and values the essence of your personality. Even when he does compliment your appearance, it often comes in subtle, sincere ways. Instead of generic comments, he notices the little things, the way your smile lights up a room, how your outfit reflects your personality, or how your eyes sparkle when you talk about something you love. These observations prove that he's paying close attention and that his compliments come from a place of genuine appreciation. Another sign of his affection is how naturally these compliments come. He doesn't force them. They simply slip out because he can't help but admire you. Sometimes, you'll catch him complimenting you indirectly, telling others how amazing you are, or speaking proudly of you even when you're not around. What makes these subtle compliments powerful is that they go beyond simple admiration. They're his way of making you feel valued and cherished without overwhelming you. So, when a man consistently compliments you in these quiet, thoughtful ways, it's his heart's way of saying, "I notice everything about you, and I love it all." 15. He makes future plans that include you. One of the clearest signs that a man is truly crazy about you is when he talks about the future and you're always a part of it. Instead of speaking in terms of I and me, he naturally shifts to we and us. This isn't accidental. It shows that in his mind, his future doesn't feel complete without you in it. You might notice this in simple, everyday conversations. He may casually mention a restaurant he wants to take you to next month, a concert he wants you to go to with him, or even a trip he dreams of planning together. Sometimes it's bigger, like talking about where he wants to live, career goals, or family dreams, and he subtly includes you in those visions. These aren't just throwaway comments. They're glimpses into the fact that he sees you as a long-term part of his life. Making future plans also means he's investing emotionally. He's not looking at the relationship as temporary or casual. He's building something stable and meaningful. Even if the plans are small, they carry weight because they show he's thinking ahead with you in mind. Another strong indicator is his consistency. He doesn't just make promises for the future, he follows through on them. When he plans, it's not about keeping you entertained. It's about creating shared memories and building a life where you both belong. What makes this so special is that it demonstrates commitment. He's not just living in the moment. He's imagining a tomorrow that always has you by his side. So, when a man constantly makes future plans that include you, understand it for what it is, his unspoken way of saying, "I don't just want you now, I want you in my future too."